become a symbol of white dominance, that Nelson Mandela went to that stadium dressed in the green and walked to the center field and presented the cup to that South African team that won that World Cup. And everyone in South Africa, because of the leadership of Nelson Mandela, rooted for that team, and it changed apartheid, and it changed the relationships between black and white, and sent a message around the world about forgiveness and about hope. Who will ever forget the impact that Nelson Mandela had? In 1936, there was a Buckeye, in fact, an Ohio State student who went to Berlin. He won 4 gold medals, the last one most dramatically, performing in front of Adolf Hitler, who claimed that the Aryan race was superior. And in that final broad jump, Jesse Owens jumped, and he jumped again, and he won the gold medal, and he sent a message heard around the world about the evils of the Nazis and the evils of Adolf Hitler, all through a sporting event. And I'm told that over in Australia, they even interrupted the Prime Minister's news conference to relay the word that Adam Scott had finally made that putt to win the 2013 Masters Championship, and the curse was lifted. And Australia celebrated like they never have before. And ladies and gentlemen, here we remember, it's made into a movie and a great book about the greatest game ever played. Francis we met, who lived across the street from Brookline Country Club, whose hero once was Harry Vardon. He actually found a Harry Vardon ball in the weeds and put it in his room. And yet Francis we met at the age of 20 beat Harry Vardon and Ted Ray with a caddy who was 10 years old, whose golf bag was taller than that little 10-year-old caddy, and it reinvigorated and sent a message. And now golf is one of the great sports in the United States of America because of that competition. So ladies and gentlemen, when we think about global sports competitions, it is more than the score. It's about the kind of unity and message and the kind of values that it sends, not just to us, but the people who watch, who have the privilege of tuning in and rooting for their team. But at the end of the day, we really are all one. You know, just a few minutes ago, they showed the video of Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus, the greatest golfer who's ever lived. And in 2003, in that competition, putt after putt sunk by Ernie Els and Tiger Woods, almost into the dead of night. And Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player got together, they put their arms around one another, and they said, we have a victory. Not just a victory for one team or a victory for the other. It was for the purpose of victory for global competition. And ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you that that's the first time I can think of where a tie was such a great win for everybody. Without further ado, the greatest golfer who's ever lived, Ohio's one and only Jack Nicklaus.